forgot to hit that button the whole time ago. So awkward. Anyway, so 9, we got 6 left. We'll see how it goes. Probably gonna do these only today. Tomorrow I'm gonna do something else on the side as well. Iron Hands, Flutter Mane. Okay, you know what? Let's try something completely different as a starter. I'm gonna bring in Zapdos first. Ogre Pawn and Flutter Mane. That's how we're gonna start this. Okay, Raging Moon, Flutter Mane. It's a bit of a rough one, especially with Iron Hands as well. There are a few of them where I say, ooh, that's awkward. That is pretty awkward, but hey, we'll check out what goes on. I'm kind of see what can happen. It's like overthinking probably a bit too much right now in some cases. But yeah, I'm doing, as I said, I'm kind of doing this just figuring out starting these things. And if it goes wrong, it goes wrong. If I win, I win. Okay, let's see. Garganacl Arcanine. Okay, interesting. Intimidate actually helps out Zapdos. Whimsicott hits Tailwind, and we go into a Thunders. I don't think that kills him though, or KOs him. That would be nice. Garganacl or Arcanine. No Garganacl actually. Okay. Oh yeah. No, respect. That's the best call he could have had. That's the best call he could have had. I respect that. Escape goes into nothing. Respectful. Oh god. Oh. That's rough. Taunt Arcanine. I'm forced to do that. It could swap out, that's the other part about it. If I swap out being an Ogre Pawn, I feel okay about that situation. You know what, yeah. Let's do that. Okay. Arcanine actually fly versus into the Whimsicott. Reasonable. Actually reasonable. I mean it set up the Tailwind, so I'm like fine with what happened. Salt's pure on me, okay. Well, that's a bit rough. Okay. Let's bring in Flutter Mane, because Flutter Mane will outspeed Garganacl. Definitely. Yeah. So, oh yeah, it was. Yeah, let's hit that in there. And let's go for an Ivy Cudgel into the Arcanine. Yeah, of course, he withdraws the Arcanine, makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. Drama. Okay. That's an interesting choice. Tackles height, okay. The Garganacl survives, of course. Maybe cudgel into him. Not very effective. Okay. What? Okay, that was not expected. Not at all. It kind of screws me over pretty badly now. Oh, okay. That wasn't suspected, honestly. Not at all. Okay. Yep, I lost that round. I lost it so badly. Oh. God damn. I'm gonna KO myself if I use Brave Bird, actually. That's kind of the funny part about it. No, let's just try it. If it works, it works. I'm gonna laugh. Spiky Shield, let's see. I don't think I win this one anyway, right now. Except if something really crazy happens now. Spiky Shield. Should get the knockoff through there. Not enough though. Yep, that's the unfortunate part about it. Acrobatics, KOs. Trigger has to go on me now. Depending on what it does. Yeah, I'm just messing up pretty much. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Soul Cure. I'm toast anyway. Yeah. I mean, I can survive it anyway. It's just down. Whatever happens, happens. Spiky failed, of course. I mean, I could have probably knocked out the guy in half, but at the same time, I'm like, what does it do? This is a lost game. As I said, it's kind of fine with me because it's just like figuring stuff out right now. Maybe the team I've planned at the start was better, but happens. I know, 10 or 11. We're just losing. 11, yeah. So we just lost a lot of games, honestly. I mean, I get the reward, so it's fine, honestly. After what happened, probably gonna actually stop. Maybe I'll do Sunday some games, but tomorrow something different completely. Okay. Yeah, I kind of have to put. That's a heavy. Yeah, Fluttermane has to come here. Ogerpon as well. Which one do I want last? Because if I look at that, there's Como. Como is a bit tricky. I'm not too sure. Isn't it Dragon Steel? I think it is. I'm not too sure though. I think it's Dragon Steel. Dragon fighting. Okay, yeah, no, that's actually perfect. Okay. Could be a Final Gambit one, which would be very unfortunate, honestly. Como has to protect here. Tailwind. You know what? We go full risk for this one. If it hits both of them, I'm gonna laugh. Como out. That was, of course, obvious because of the fighting field dragon typing. That was pretty easy for me to laugh out there. If I knocked both of them out, I would have laughed. Okay. Okay, that's... God, didn't KO'd my Flutter Mane off of that one. That is a bad play for me, honestly. Because with what he has left... Could be actually interesting how this plays out now. Okay. Simulacros. Okay. Infernape wasn't on my play card, honestly. But if it works, it works. It's kind of funny then. Because he kind of has to Terra one of them right now, otherwise they're both KO in this round. Nope. He goes down. That's one out again. Okay. If Infernape goes down now to Moonblast, he's down to one. Yep, he's down to one. So what's the last one? I just went through half his, a third of his, almost his whole team already. Pomodorochi. Oh. Okay. That's gonna be rough. Okay. He Terra at 0. He Terra at 0. Actually didn't Terra. I don't know why. I mean, I didn't Terra. I mean, I lost the Flutter Mane, so it's kind of rough. But that was, yeah, you beat the Flash. Yeah, that was a bit of a flashy one. Yeah. Okay, but that's one back. I mean, that's probably how a lot of people look at my team. If when it pops up, they're like, "What is this team?" Yeah, I don't know if I'll do tomorrow more, but yeah, it's fine. Yeah, fine. I think 4 to 8. 4 to 8, so it's like kind of rough, but yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We're gonna take a short break after this one, just because I. Oh God! Fuck. Okay. Okay. So this could get rough. This can go well, but this can go immediately rough depending on what they bring out. You know what? We'll bring that into the back. Because if it's the Dunzo and Tatsugiri there, I'm kind of forced to. The thing is, Flutter Mane is good against, I would say, 4, technically 5. Depending on what's with the Tatsugiri. If the Tatsugiri's with the Dunzo, then it doesn't matter. But so Flutter Mane beats out a lot of them. Whimsicott beats technically out a lot of them if Whimsicott has to. Galarian Zapdos not really that much because of their typing. I mean, it hits 2 of them, but not really that well. And is not really good into the Donzo Tatsugiri lineup. So that's kind of how I have to look at that, really, to be honest. Otherwise, yeah. Let's see what he's gonna pull out here. Because that's kind of how I look at this one right now. Okay. I gotta get the Tailwind up pretty early. Depending on what the start is, I can do something about it. I'm actually gonna go into the Terra Fairy, to be honest. I'm considering that right now. Dragonite and Donzo is the start. Okay, interesting. I didn't consider those two the starters. Okay. Then I actually don't want Terra Flutter Mane. Let's hit the Tailwind. And then the Moon Blast. So the Dragonite has to protect, because otherwise he's gonna go for the multi-scale, and the multi-scale is not a good dance partner. To be honest, he could Terra into normal and go for extreme speed, but the problem is he can't go into the Flutter Mane. Because Flutter Mane has Ghost, and Ghost would make it immune immediately versus that. Or depending on what the play is, it's gonna be interesting. Okay, Terra could go into Steel. Could be a Terra Steel Dragonite. Would actually fire. Okay. Fire does weaken me a bit. That's reasonable. Protect on the Dodonzo. Makes sense. Tailwind from Whimsicott. There's gonna be probably Moonblast. Not even half. That's the unfortunate part about it. Special attack fell, so he Terra Blast into the Whimsicott. Okay. I wouldn't have considered that one, but okay. Let's set up the Sunny Day just for fun. And then we try a Shadow Ball into the Dragonite. Maybe that takes out the Dragonite. Would be funny if it does. I don't think it will. I don't think it will. Tailwind is pretty good. Okay, Terra Fire, so we know what his Terra is already. I'd like to dismiss that for now. Just to do that next. Donzo protects one. Why? Dream Speed on Whimsy. Whimsy survives! Yes! Whimsy. Whimsy, Whimsy, Whimsy. I love it. Edible into the Dragonite? Not enough, okay. So then... I don't think Whimsy's gonna survive anyway the next round, but okay. Let's look at it. I'm still trying to figure out what the Dodonzo's play is gonna be. It's Extreme Speed, Terra Blast, 2 I don't know from the Dragonite. And I have the Terra already, so... The question is, so he wants my Whimsicott. He wants my Whimsicott badly. Dragonite goes out. Okay, so I missed both. That's unfortunate. That is actually unfortunate. And that increases him quite a bit. And he's gonna hit an order up soon. This round, yep. He's gonna hit an order up. Yep. Shadow Ball misses because that's a Yuri gone. Moonblast misses because he's going an order up. Actually, Earthquake. Three orders. Hits both of them, yep. KOs both of them. That's rough. That's a rough play. Flutter Mane went down as well. So, okay, that's a bit surprising to be honest. Okay. You know what? We go full gamble. Let's see if you can sustain both of those hits. I think you can, but I'm gonna try at least. Yeah, at least try. If it's a protected stuff, unfortunate, but it is what it is, you know. Then he has to force himself at least one more round into a protect if he thinks he can survive it. Okay, Terra first up. I said we know his Dragonite's Terra type already. And that's all we got right now. So it's just not enough, isn't it? Really? Rocky, of course it has a Rocky Helmet. Terra Blast in there. He still has half his HP left. Holy smokes. That's actually amazing. I'm pretty sure he has Oblivious as the secondary thing. If I get both hits in there, I could probably win this, but he's going to protect. He is going to protect. Anything else would be a bad play. Anything else would be a really bad play. The question is Ninetales fast enough? Actually, it is. Come on, go through. This is enough. Please be enough. Yes! It could be better. It could be better. I think I got like 4 wins and 8 losses from 12. Been mispredicting quite a bit. Been reading a few things wrong, but that was to be expected. So it's not really going that well. I'm figuring out a lot though. So Tatsugiri, are you gonna bring in now your so he has to decide if you bring every day. It goes for 3 days. I get 15 per day. So right now I got 15 if I play. Tomorrow I get another 15, so I go up to 30, and 45 is the max. Okay, Dragonite is on the field. I can get that in here. He's gonna probably Extreme Speed. Probably. If I was him, I would probably Extreme Speed, but he might... this is kind of the thing. I guess if he has this Extreme Speed... I'll guess on the Extreme Speed. If it is that, I lose. If it's not Extreme Speed, I've lost it anyway. Yep, wasn't. I should have just gone for that, what I was suspecting first. Dragon Pulse in there, Lilligant goes down. I lost that one off of that. Well, I lost it earlier on because I lost my Flutter Mane and my Whimsicott for early on. Terra Blast into the Tatsugiri, which could work out quite nicely, but still gonna survive. Because Ninetales is not really for damage. Their Terra Blast Fire KOs my Ninetales. And that's it. And then I'll take a short break. Yeah. Ninetales loses. I hate that the commercials come in this way right now. I like to do it per hand, but hey. Anyway, gotta get up, grab something to drink, take a breather. With 2 more matches. Figure out what I want to do here, really. I think actually, what the hell? Let's go. Go those last 2, and then I'll stop anyway. Like, yeah. Yeah, I played it a bit. Deadlock is a fun game. I mean, it's a shooter MOBA. I played it a bit. I've played it, I think 2004 I played it a bit. I played a bit as it came back out again. And I've been looking at the update. I just kind of feel like I was so bad. I just don't like the matchmaking right now, to be honest, with Deadlock. Deadlock's matchmaking is a bit weird. I find the matchmaking is just awkward, to be honest. And I have an issue that I just kind of fall behind pretty far most of the time when I play. But I hope they fix it. But with Valve, I have some sense of what you call it, trust. Yeah. I mean, it's a good game. There's nothing wrong about that one. It's a good game. They're working quite nicely on it. It just feels like it's similar to Dota, that it feels like it's a bit just too much information it throws at you at once. But otherwise, a really fun game. The only thing is, as I said, matchmaking. I feel like that's kind of bad. But I mean, I'm pretty sure they'll fix it soon. Just trying to fix everything else beforehand. Before they get into the matchmaking stuff. Let's just try to hit. No, yeah, that was obvious that he would protect there. Because that's the Ursaluna. The Ursaluna's going to protect. Trying to get into the Farigiraf as much as I can. Pretty early on. He's going to hit Trick Room, yeah. That's kind of obvious. Ursaluna now has the burn, so he's going to go for Facade. Which, I mean, technically, how he has to hit me with something pretty hard there. I don't think that goes through though because of Armored Tail again. Yeah. You know what? Let's hit the Farigiraf. I mean, he has to kind of go in on me, weirdly enough. But yeah, I'm last place anyway. Farigiraf protects, which makes a lot of sense. Facade into the Whimsicott. Yeah, pretty much was obvious. Okay, Icy Wind. Probably won't KO him, but it will take him, slows him down actually a bit more even. This is not good, honestly. Speed fell, yeah. My Overpon has a protect as well. So 5-round Trick Room. If we play this out kind of funny, we can kind of do something funny with this. Spiky Shield. I don't know the rest of the set. That's the unfortunate part about it right now. Shadow Ball I can't use into either of them right now. The Moonblast, I can take out the Farigiraf. I'll go for a Protectron. I just want to see if he goes with what else he could go with right now. Facade's gonna do a lot of damage thanks to Guts and everything. Yeah, it would have gone into it. Goes into Spiky Shield, does some damage to him as well. And then the question is what the Farigiraf does in this round. Sidekick, okay. Went into the Flutter Mania. He is taking quite a bit of damage. That is okay for me. Would be interesting to see if that works. That works is kind of funny, but I don't think it will. Slide into the Ogre Pawn. Pretty much down, yep. Was kind of obvious. Psychic into the Flutter Mane, gonna do quite a bit of damage as well. The question is, does Farigiraf sustain this? No. So now we are down to this. I have no option anymore. The thing is, funny enough, I could go into Protect, but the problem is with the Choice Scarf, I'm forced into Protect then. But what do you main in Deadlock right now? Do you have specific characters, or are you just trying to figure out what you kind of like right now? Nataha, I love that name. Yeah, let's bet. Oh, Celeste and... Oh yeah, Celeste is kind of fun. Pocket, oh. Celeste? So, I haven't tried the new one. I'm kind of... I don't know really. I've... Mainly... I did play before the last update. I played... Oh no. Oh yeah. No, that's reasonable. What did I play? I played a lot of Paige, because I like her kind of. She's kind of a fun character to play with. And otherwise, I played a bit of Yamato, but Yamato is kind of tricky, I would say. No. She's hot. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like I haven't really found what I want to play. Mina was kind of fun, like 2 games I played with her. I still got to kind of figure it out because she's like a really fun damage dealer, but you kind of have to combo correctly with her. From the tanks, I haven't really found that many that I really like up now, which is kind of unfortunate, I would say. What kind of happens? But there are a lot of. I feel like they're having fun with creating the characters because they feel like really interesting with what they do. I hope that they keep doing that because otherwise it's kind of boring if they kind of fall into the same thing, which some games have done. But yeah, no, I want to play. I need to still kind of figure out what I want to play really in Deadlock because I haven't really thought about if I normally I like to support a lot, but well, technically in League I kind of got pushed out of that role. In Dota as well. But the problem, I mean, I got pushed out of those roles because a few. The thing was, I kind of lost the dice roll in this case with League with friends that a lot of them like to play support. So I'm kind of one of them had to play something like that. That's a bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. And yeah, I do wanna soon. I gotta play Deadlock sometimes. I've gotten kind of an itch anyway to play a lot of shooter games. I was considering playing the Marvel Rivals sometimes as well, or Overwatch since I wanted to see what those 5 new characters do. Because I feel like that could be fun as well. Really can't. Let's hit that upper hand. Because that's kind of how I feel about it. Because I don't know. I just had a weird itch lately. I mean, I was kind of set up on this weekend anyway to play that. Of course, he went for a fake out. That was kind of obvious that Incineroar wanted to do a fake out. Gleam. What did I? Yeah, I went down to the stash on my Lovely Ninetales. Oh, on my Lilligant, Ninetales does the Encore. I'd failed because it didn't work. Interesting. Okay, that's something I miscalculated. That's on me. I'm still kind of figuring out some things, and that's probably basically on me. If I can get the... I don't know if I can KO the Flutter Mane. That's kind of the other question I kind of for myself have. Do that. I should have actually picked up Solar Blade instead of Leaf Blade. I don't think I'll KO the Flutter Mane. Nope. But yeah, I pay. Deadlock is a fun game. As I said, the only thing I really annoys me is the matchmaking in a weird that I played with some guys who just started out and they immediately got placed into the high ranked games, which I don't feel like is really how you want to do that. But basically, otherwise the game is pretty good. They've done a good job with the game. You can kind of see that they really put thought process into what they've done. Yeah. I mean, I say if they get the game right and then there's matchmaking issues, kind of like that, then they can kind of take care of the matchmaking. But otherwise, I feel like they're on a good road right now with the game. They kind of have a thought process on what they want to do with the game, and I would say that's better than just throwing it out there. Maybe at some time The problem is I don't think my computer would handle streaming that and playing that game, but probably play it on the side for some fun times. So Metagross, and you really brought the Incineroar back in. Okay. Didn't suspect that one. I'll Spiky Shield that just because I feel like he's thinking that I'll probably do that. Let's see what the Metagross tears into. Water. Okay. Interesting. I mean, that helps him out quite a bit because my Overpon is kind of... but yeah, no, I feel like the game's gonna be in a good state soon enough. Or rather, it will be in a good state with how they do the whole kind of shtick with just putting out the... Because as I said, I feel like they're doing a good job right now where the game's going with everything. Baljan? Oh! That's unfortunate that I went actually into that one. Okay, Terra Blast into the Metagross. Not gonna do as much damage as I would like. That's it. Okay, I wanted to follow me there, but it didn't work out. So basically what I have left is the Flutter Mane. Flutter Mane could KO actually. Not both of them, unfortunately. I don't think they could. I should be able to beat out the... Let's do that one. Let's protect just for a round, just to make sure that my Flutter Mane doesn't go down here this round immediately. Because I feel like he's going to Ice Crash into me. No, Sucker Punch, actually, yes, nice. I was considering that one, yep. Overheat, if that KOs him, it's perfect. Nope, Stash. There's a Stash. There's a Focus Stash. Unfortunate. Terra Blast into the Ninetales, yeah. Makes sense to KO the Ninetales. Yeah, but I mean, Deadlock is an interesting game. I've seen a lot of... I was looking into stuff to look like. I think right now, to improve myself, I have like 10 videos in a playlist on YouTube where I'm like, I want to look at those and then look at how I can fix everything up. And my issue is more that I can't really shoot that well, but that's something I have to just train. Quite a lot of good characters on it. I've enjoyed that game. I've been playing it a while. Right now I'm kind of on my World of Warcraft binge, to be honest. I think I can't... No, I can't play anymore. Yeah, I can't participate in any more battles this day. Yep, that's it. I feel like... yeah, it's not on a lot of characters, but on some it's quite heavy, to be honest. Yeah. I just don't... Yeah, so shooting is not the biggest thing, but it is pretty heavy to get the last hits in, I feel like, at the start, especially. I just don't have... I would say because I've taken too many breaks in between, because I started as it came out, I played a bit, while we only had like matchmaking for a bit of time, and then I took a big break, and then I came back when the first 6 were announced. So Doorman, Mina, Paige, Drifter, Victor. Who am I forgetting? Oh, I'm forgetting somebody. I don't know who I forgot now. But as those came back, I played for a bit, but then I had to go away for a bit, so I had to go into the hotel where my internet was shit, so I couldn't really play any multiplayer games, which did lead me to Pokemon. Funny enough. But yeah, that was the last time. It was not a really good team either, but I enjoyed these teams. But yeah, and now I've seen how the new characters. There are a few I like from those that I would kind of try to want to play out a bit more, but I just don't know. I feel like it's a good game, no question about that one. It just maybe it's just because I feel like I've not really clicked with one character immediately that I'm like, this is the character I want to play, that I just go in there. But maybe that'll come up soon. I gotta play the new ones a bit more and then, or look at them a bit more and then I can kind of decide. I kind of want to play Silver because I like her combo stuff. I tested out a bit in the loft, whatever it is, the menu. That was kind of fun there. There are quite a few characters I would say. Graves seems fun as well. I like her kind of denial style that she does have a bit there, where she kind of takes over parts of the place to lock people around and stuff like that. I feel like a fun character. But as I said, I just have to kind of find my characters that I want to play, and then if I can do that, I'll probably jump into ranked and stuff like that. Just right now, with how my PC is holding up and how the RAM prices are right now. Well, the RAM is not the issue because I think I have 2 good RAM sticks there, but just in general, when I have to upgrade the PC, which will probably come after everything's done right now, because I've got a few things still running up here. If that's all said and done, I would probably dive into Deadlock pretty heavily. And everything, well, I've dived probably on my own, but stream would be then, just then. Maybe a bit of Overwatch, as I said, as well, because I find it interesting when they probably introduce the 5 new characters, that I would probably dive in there pretty heavily as well. But there are quite a few choices right now. And on the side I always have World of Warcraft. But I have my 15 matches for today. I'm going to stop right now because I feel like just otherwise I'm pretty cooked. I'm going to be back tomorrow earlier because I'm going at I think like 2 or so, depending on when I get up tomorrow morning to just play a game again. And then this week, yeah, I'll do my next 15 games tomorrow, which I mean I lost a lot already. Then probably do a bit of League afterwards. Then Sunday I'll probably not stream. Monday I'll be back and then I'll decide what I'll do then. And then at the end of next week, next Friday, there's the new World of Warcraft expansion, which I'll probably dive into as well. So I got a few plans coming up and gotta keep up my structure now. But anyway, KV, thank you so much for tuning in. Hope to see you soon again. And have fun in Deadlock if you're playing it, or whatever you're playing. Bye bye.